Hey folks, happy Friday to you. Hey, we've been looking at the blessings of God, right, through the Beatitudes of Matthew chapter 5, which has been really, really good. But there's another side to this. And the other side of it is we are created to be a blessing to those around us. So yes, we receive a blessing from God in so many different ways, but we're also supposed to be a blessing to our community, to our nation, to our world, that we are designed to bless, to be a benefit to those around us. And we read this throughout Scripture. It starts off with Abraham, with God promising him a son, promising him descendants, and that they would be a blessing to the entire world. And that theme goes out through the whole entire breadth of Scripture here. And so today we're still in Matthew 5. We're going to look at verse 11, I believe. And it says this. Oh, no, sorry, verse 13. And here's what it says. You are the salt of the earth. So you are the salt of the earth. But as salt has lost its taste, how shall its saltiness be restored? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled under people's feet. Here's the thing about salt and what Jesus is talking about at this point in time. He's saying that salt was really important, right? You use salt to preserve food. So you are going to preserve in your community. It preserves food, but it also adds taste to the food. It makes the food so much better. You add taste to your community. You make your community so much better. And so basically Jesus is saying remain salty, right? But what he means by that is that you remain in that state where you are blessing people around you. And we read about that in church history, where early in church history in Rome, when there was a plague in the city of Rome itself and people were dying and the citizens were fleeing. They're getting away from the plague as fast as they could because they didn't want to catch it and die. And the Christians instead were rushing into those areas to nurse people back to health, to take care of people, to tend to them and to get them healthy again. That's a great example of being salt in the world as a believer, that we rush into places to take care of people, to bless them, to love them, to nurse them back to health, that we are known as being salty, and that the salt is we love deeply the people around us. And we lay down our preferences, we lay down our desires in order to care for other people, to show them the love of Christ. And with that, we demonstrate who Jesus is, that God so loved the world that he gave his only son. We love deeply those around us. Whether they love us back or not, doesn't matter. We love them. We remain salty.